Modern medication did not work for me. Modern medication did not work for me. Modern medication did not work for me. Modern medication.
Hello, welcome to Mercy TV, your source for news and information on medical cannabis issue as it unfolds here in Oregon, across America, and around the world. Greetings, I'm Perry Normal, and this is PK and Sunny, and we'll be hosting this segment of Mercy TV.
You're welcome. I just gave my buddy some leaf and bud to make up some butter.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, good, yeah.
Beautiful.
Well, we can talk a little bit about cookies then, I guess. Butter.
Yes, sir. Well, when I get a chance to be able to...
No, it's okay, yeah.
Yeah.
be able to do
Be
that.
safe. Wear your mask when you're in a crowded area, or even when you're scared.
Right. Well, if you can't socially distance, for certain, a lot of hand sanitizer. Keep using separate medical cannabis delivery devices, or joints if people are. Everybody has, we don't pass joints or bowls or pipes or smokes and stuff, bongs. Common sense, things like we would with its flu,
Hydrate. Drink lots of water. But main thing, when it's time, send in your ballot. We need your vote to count.
Okay, so as folks who have visited us before know, Mercy TV is an action item of Mercy, the Medical Cannabis Resource Center. You can find out more about us at mercycenters.org. What we do is to help people get their cards, help people find medicine in the short term while learning to grow or getting a grower in the long term, best methods on medicating, and of course maintaining and keeping up with your card or other authorization, and most importantly being involved with legislation and electoral processes concerning the cannabis issue. Now, you can go to the website, find all kinds of information on all of this, and normally we talk about questions and concerns about how to make butter,
and
things like that. So.
And there's so much going on right now. Well, with the pandemic and because there's and voting and
right.
and people and there's so much. And thank you for what people, you have so much that you have so much, they have so much.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have, you can give us, you can drop us, you can give us a call, you can, but we don't got the CCTV, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody down there that helps, that, thank you for helping us make the show possible, and everybody there that makes everything happen. Thank you every day. That's how we do it.
Right. And so folks can find out more about CCTV off our website, which again is mercycenters.org/TV. And there you can see also our backlog of shows, both the Mercy TV and PK's My Garden series, along with legislative sessions and other meetings and events of importance to the community.
Well, these are the things that you just said, the importance. People's faith, and people in the neighborhoods, everybody's neighborhoods. Everybody has a neighborhood, wherever they're at.
Some are bigger than others, I guess. Rural areas, you're a little more spread out.
Yes, sir.
More urban,
wherever they're at, please, don't be, help them,
Talk to them
Right.
about the issue that you see happening.
Yeah, talk to the people in your community, communicate, network, because that's the most important thing to do here in this election cycle. And this election cycle is important for us in the medical cannabis community as well as in general.
Well, the
You know?
oils, like the oils that Pete was, on those websites that, like you can put the cannabis in the oil and you can drink it, you can rub it on, and you'll find out, oh yeah, those stuff you rubbed on for the topical,
Arthritis.
that you found out, wow, now your knees and your elbows and
Your
the
psoriasis.
psoriasis is a lot better. And wow, you can talk to the doctor and the doctor will say, yeah, all these things, that's what we know. And we talk about and we find out, yes. And these are the good things,
Yes. These are the things that the propaganda about cannabis from 1937. I mean, it was a liable food, cannabis before 1937.
Well, we
And
gotta
hemp.
keep it. We gotta keep it. We gotta keep it. We gotta keep it going. We gotta keep.
Yeah, this is not the end of it here,
We got-
by all means. I mean, whether it was the propaganda that first started this nonsense in 1937, or the propaganda they used just last year when they got the bad bill, or a couple of years ago, I guess now, saying that all of the medical marijuana was going shipped out East Coast, to sell to little children and stuff like that. So, I mean, even today, the propaganda continues to keep the bad laws in place. And now that kind of propaganda is going to be used to denigrate candidates for office. And these same people doing this, whether they're talking bad about medical cannabis or they're talking bad about people who want to change the law concerning medical cannabis,
We definitely need to talk to our senators and let them know.
you got to counter that by talking to your senator, talking to your community, talking to your friends, your family.
Write to your registrators.
Write to your local newspapers. Go on radio. Letters to the editor to get published.
Go to CCTV and you could put on a program like this,
Yep.
or like My Garden, or the different hearings
It's
that I've
important.
seen.
Now, or
Because-
stand on street corners and wave signs too is another way.
Well, when
All these things that we did.
when we get the show back open, we can make calls and we can start talking about it, make it better.
Well, these folks can call and can email, can text, can TikTok and Venmo and Doodah and all
Right.
those things.
Put on your calendar for next May, the first weekend in that month. We have a rally down at the north end of the Capitol Mall, in front of the Capitol. We do a walk around, but we're there showing signs on the traffic that's coming by. And we get a lot of good results and even bad. But we want you to participate.
And tell everybody about it.
Yep. That's the important thing. Just like registering, voting, and making sure everybody does so also is very important.
Well,
You know,
because we've
and-
done these things for a long time.
That's how we got the law changed here in Oregon.
Well, because you are the ones, Perry, thank you.
The citizens
Well-
of Oregon.
I think an important thing to note was during that campaign to get medical cannabis here in Oregon, our pro-cannabis organizations registered more people to vote than all the other groups combined. So that's all the Democrat and all the Republican efforts and so forth.
We got to keep telling everybody, though, and so they keep talking about it.
And
That's
we
how
did
we
that
do it.
by
And
talking
talk to
about
your
it,
neighbors.
sending people out with petition sheets and voter registrations and talking it up, So that's what we're talking about, is talking it up, talking out.
Because you got to keep talking about it so everybody knows it, and keep telling everybody about it, because if you don't talk about it and tell people about it, nobody knows about it.
Including your legislators, including
The other senators, the other legislators.
at all levels, you know, all your representatives, from dog catcher on up to president, you know, let
what's
them know.
definitely important is these people at the dispensaries, because the patients are not getting taken care of.
No, but that's because they changed the law to restrict the growers, to restrict the grower communities. You know,
They first asked when they made, or 91 came into effect. Before that, they said 3 times they would not touch the medical marijuana process. And look at it this day. A patient would have to pay $400 to get an outside residential grow site. Then if they could find somebody that would go through the hassle of the metric system
right.
and take care of somebody.
So, yeah.
And this is giving the patient out of the kindness of their heart. But that doesn't happen too often these days.
And look how many conditions cannabis is helping.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because how many people out there are finding out that the cannabis is really helping?
Mm-hmm.
And how many more conditions it's really helping? And we're finding out more.
Right, but we're unable. There's another example of one of the flaws in the program. We're unable to add conditions to it, the program, you know.
Well, we can, but it'll go through a lot of
Well,
difficult.
the last
Like
one,
Nurse Ed.
the last change took a literal act of Congress.
Yeah.
You know, the program refused. The program does everything it can to discourage people from getting with the program and so forth. And that's just a reflection of the people who are in charge, certain people in Congress who have a say in that, and they're making sure that the person there is a prohibitionist who doesn't believe in cannabis as medicine and so forth, you know.
Well, tell me, this is ridiculous. How do you have a alcohol business
Yeah.
control
Right.
a plant?
I mean, that's
A
just
plant where that should be the agricultural,
yeah.
which is
or plant
Common.
used for, you know, like any form of tobacco, you know, that wouldn't be under, well, I guess the OLCC grabbed that one too. And that's maybe the basis they done that, but it's a conflict of interest because the OLCC has been fighting cannabis law reform ever since it started, and so having
before 1937.
they're no friend, you know, the Alcohol Commission is no friend of cannabis consumer, and is not given up their mantra that cannabis is a dangerous drug. It kills people and has no medical value, and that's just plain wrong, you know. And they're going to continue to lobby to adversely affect cannabis, medical cannabis especially, as long as they're allowed to be in the position they're at. So, as to PK's point, an Oregon Cannabis Commission should be formed, and those people should be in charge of all these cannabis matters.
Well, that would be great, because what's really important is the patients should be getting medicine to help them when they need it. Because patients, when they need it, will use it.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line. The patient community is the one suffering the most. They're not allowed to get with the program. They have a hell of a time getting a grower. They have a hell of a time getting a constant supply of medicine, and have a hell of a time getting the medicine done in the proper modality to best fit their condition and situation. And these are all done deliberately so. These are all restrictions put on it on the basis of marijuana being evil and dangerous, and every single partaking of it must be monitored by the government, because you could go berserk and eat your children.
Give us a call, or give us a email.
An email, yeah, definitely. But So yeah, how do we get change? I'm upset with all this
Write
bullshit
to
too.
your congressman.
Contact your legislators, right?
Vote, because our forefathers fought for this right, and we should keep up the condition.
But not only vote,
Tradition.
but help get out the vote. By the time this comes out, I'm not sure what folks are going to be thinking of and stuff. But right now, we're facing a great issue because of mail-in voting.
Oh, and the song at the beginning of the show.
I'm waiting for the postman.
No, Arso,
Yeah.
modern medication.
Yeah. Henry Turner.
Okay.
Look up on his website. He's a great man. He made up the modern medication. Hopefully that'll be shown at the beginning of this show.
Well, we want to.
Well played, yeah. I think
We want more show music.
show music. Yeah. Well,
Not today's show.
Yeah. But the CCTV is Meteor TV. They changed their name because they're holding more music on one of their channels.
okay. So yeah, that's something to know about them. They have several channels, and all their channels are have a great commitment to
Yeah.
their communities. And particularly the arts. So, yes, expect to find out more about other things happening in the Salem area community, particularly along arts and civic activities through CCTV. And we encourage folks in the Salem area to also use it to get their message out too. They're, again, a great community resource, and doing the best they can during these troubled times, as we all are. And what we need to do, and again, getting back to the voting situation, what it means to us in the medical cannabis community as well as the nation at large, to make sure
October.
every vote is registered
October
in
is the
county.
last day of registration.
Right?
So make sure you are registered so you can make a difference this year.
Right. So, second Tuesday in October is voter registration. Second Tuesday in November is election day. If at all possible, vote early. There's a lot of ways to do that. Contact your local Secretary of State's office to find out all about your voting options, particularly mail-in voting. And, you can mail that in early. You don't have to wait till voting day on that. Of course, you can also hit the ballot boxes, and we still have those. And you can make ballot boxes happen. Make sure a ballot box is in your neighborhood. Contact, again, your Secretary of State. Poll work. Make sure a polling place is open for people to come and cast their votes. And there's some links on the Mercy website, mercycenters.org, that helps you to hook up with local voting authorities and help make the vote happen that way too. But I think the most important thing happening that I saw in my research on this was the Get Out the Vote helpers, the folks that are networking people to give rides or to just go to your house and pick up your ballot and make sure it gets to the ballot box or into the mail. And if you're also to help you get registered and stay registered and all. There's going to be a lot of voter disenfranchisement. There's going to be a lot of voter suppression happening. And so we need to help every vote get to the ballot box that we possibly can. So register everybody you know to vote. If they think they're already registered, double check and make sure they haven't been kicked off the rolls. There's been a lot of folks getting kicked off here. And make sure they vote, and vote smart. There's also a link to a place called Vote Smart, which keeps track of how every legislator voted on every issue, every bill that was there. So go there, get the information, get the facts, educate everybody you know, and get them registered and voting, and then do the same thing with everybody you don't know yet. And that's where we're talking community. Get out, meet your neighbors if you haven't already. Talk to them about just, hey, we all need to vote, you know, and how let's all make that happen. For, you know, in a totally nonpartisan, non-denominational, all-American thing, really. So that's what we're, you know, really hammering on here today. Is if you know about medical cannabis and what it can do, you want it to be available for you and yours, as well as the world in general, you need to register, vote, get everybody you know to do so also.
And be safe.
You know, and if you don't know that cannabis is medicine, then check our website and get back to us with any questions, you know, comments. I mean, talking to doctor, for example, you want to talk to, you know, I can't talk to my doctor about medical cannabis. Sure you can, you know, right?
Yeah.
And my doctor doesn't believe in smoked medications. Well,
You don't have to smoke it. You can use it.
You can cook it. You can rub it on. You know, there's so many ways you can use it. You know, and see, these are the reasons why you want to email. You know, all these things are why you want to get a hold of the Mercy Center and drop, you know, call, drop Perry an email, call us. You know, these are the things, you know, why we've been doing this show for so long, you know, and why it's been so successful, and why so many people have called us and got a hold of us, and, you know, because it's real, and people do get help, you know, and it works.
And we need your help. So, did you see PayPal on this?
Oh yeah,
Hit that and give
Yeah.
us a nice donation.
please, it will help.
don't forget to check out the donate button on our website.
Thank
Please.
you.
And thank you, yeah. Or visit the Mercy Gift Shop too. There's another way to contribute while getting some great gear. Just
We
let you.
have patches. We have giant patches of the Mercy
We
Center.
got big patches. We got medium-sized patches. I think we got some little patches too.
So,
We have coffee
Please.
cups. We got a few hats. We got some T-shirts. We got reefer magnets, refrigerator magnets with various reefer madness
logo.
imagery and artwork available. We hope to have some, to turn those into some posters that folks can purchase, or even some T-shirts and all. Which we did at the time because, hell, we're still suffering under reefer madness propaganda, as PK was saying. So
Well, at one time we got to go to different things, or the Hemp Fest down in
okay, the events and everything, yeah.
yeah, where we can, people would see our different events there.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get back to having events of that nature, and we can get back on the road with our gear and show our posters and reefer magnets and other things to,
Back to the fest.
you know, as drug war paraphernalia, propaganda paraphernalia, you know, all the things that should be historical but unfortunately are still true today in so many ways. And let's all work to that by being safe and you know, maintaining the common sense, scientific based approaches to doing things, which you do during contagious times like the upcoming flu season that we're going to be here in the fall, which they say is going to be real interesting. So, if you did that for
being safe.
time
Back
now.
to being safe.
Wear
being
your mask.
smart.
Okay, well, we got a few minutes left here, folks.
Okay, well, be safe. Thank you for Dr. Lebeck, to Mike, Shauna, Grandma Janet, Sam, Ethan, and there's a few hundred people that were all through the Mercy Center.
Yes,
We
sir.
still love you.
Very
They love
much.
you too.
Very much.
And
God
hey,
bless you.
if you're having fun, go fly a kite on a windy day and enjoy life. Cannabis is medicine.
Yes, thank you very much. Give us a call, give us an email. Stay safe.
Definitely. And don't forget, register, vote, get everybody you know to do so also. Then everybody you don't know yet, okay? And let's make sure everybody gets to the polls. Let's make sure every ballot gets to a box.
Yes.
All right?
Here, here. Peace and victory for us all.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
Right on.
Thank you, CCTV.
Yes,
Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Henry
CCTV.
Turner, for the music.
Yes, thank you, CCTV.
Henry Turner.
Thanks for
Yes,
watching,
and
and
Henry Turner.
thank you in advance for spreading the word.
Not the germ.
Yes.
Right.
The word, not the germ.
Spread the word on Mercy TV.
Cheers, my friend. Love and happiness.
Yes. All the love.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time here on Mercy TV.
Thank you, my friend.
Bye now. Oh, hey, and one more thing, very important. Especially in Oregon, felons can vote. So check it out, your local Secretary of State. But in Oregon, felons can vote. Pass the word.
Thank you. Felons can vote.
That's very important, and everybody should make sure that they're talking about that.
Speaking from experience, right?
Well, because, you know,
It's
that's
true, and a lot of
something,
people don't know. and It's an important
everybody-
thing to know.
you know.
They'll be watching CCTV as well.
Right on.
Thank you.
Thanks you very much. You know, it's important. You know, that somebody might be too embarrassed to talk about.
Or to write to your congressman.
Well, because, you know, they feel, you know, because they're a felon, that they can't talk about it.
They need to, right? So with you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You want to say anything before I turn it off, Glenn?
Yes, good night.
Good night. God bless you all, every single one of you.